How's it going, everybody? I'm going to try to make a quick video here on my new John Deere 3025D that I just bought about how to wire and mount LED lights on the top of your ROP system. Now, quickly, I will say that there is plenty of videos out there about different ways how to do this. And by no means am I an electrician or anything like that. But I've watched all the videos because I want to figure out the best way, and I'm going to take bits and pieces of all those videos and hopefully make a streamlined video, start to finish, how to wire this. It's not that hard from what I have learned, and then how to mount the lights up on the top of your ROP system. Now this, like I said, this is a 3025D. This is basically the same for the 1025R, the 20, the 2 series, the 3 series, and probably other ones as well. But first things first, what you're going to want to do, you get a hole that's already pre-drilled on the top of your ROPs here, and you just get some wire and you feed it down through the ROP system. I got this wire from Lowe's. It was like $6 for the red 25 feet and $6 for the black wire. You're going to only need 2 wires for this. 16 to 19 gauge. Run it down through the ROP system. It'll pop out here. Keep running it down until you get to here where the other wires come out. Then I have it somewhere here. Okay, a little pick tool. Reached in with the pick tool, pulled the wire out. Okay, next, on all of these tractors, doesn't matter what model, they give you these 2 wires on each side. Let me try to get up here and show you better. Okay, so you have 2 wires. You can see these ones I haven't touched yet, and these are not used for anything. They just have these little caps on them. And that's what we're going to use for the auxiliary lights that we're going to put on. They already give you wires for what you're trying to do here, which is nice of John Deere. Now, on some tractors, they might be in different locations. You might have to look around a little bit. I know on some of the smaller tractors, they're around the back, up under here. On the 3 series, they're under the seat. And basically how it works is when you turn your light switch all the way on to the max setting, that's when these lights are going to come on. And it's pretty simple because they already give you a switch. They already give you the wires. All you got to do, run wires up and mount your lights. So right now I'm in the process of using these little wire tap splice things. You can't, it's hard, I won't say you can't. It's hard to find these bullet connectors that are the right size because John Deere has like a special size and you have to buy them from John Deere, which maybe you can get them easily, which would even be easier than what I'm doing. I haven't been able to find them. I've been looking around. I talked to the dealer. They can't get them. So I said, okay, let's find something else. So I have the caps off right now, but basically I'm using these little splice connectors, and how they work, you put 1 wire, try to zoom in here, you put 1 wire there, and then you're going to take your second wire, which is basically the one we're trying to wire up here, and you're going to put it in this side. And let me see if I could show you on another one here. So on one side it looks like this, one side it looks like this, which has that little cap there. So you're going to put it on this side, you're going to run the wires through, and then the new wire will go until it hits that little cap, which you can hopefully see there. Then all you have to do is grab a pair of pliers, and you're going to clamp down that metal piece on top. That's going to bite into the, that'll bite into the wire and give you that connection that you need. So I'm going to go ahead and clamp this side down. I already did the ground. You're going to have a black wire for ground and a purple wire for your power. So let me go ahead and do this, then we'll go from there. Okay, so we just got both the power and the ground wire connected there with the little connectors that I was showing you before. super simple. I did put the caps back on. But I just tested it. I had this light laying around, and it does work. So we do have power. I'm going to go up here now, and I'm going to cut these wires. I'm going to give myself a little bit of slack until I actually mount them. That way I can cut off more if I need to. But I'm going to do the exact same thing on the far side over here. Connect those wires, and then I will get back with you guys when I'm done. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and make the bracket that will actually hold the light bars on top of your ROP system. You don't want to drill holes into the system. I've heard that will mess with your warranty and stuff, and I don't want to do that. It's a brand new tractor. So we got some stuff from Lowe's here, just common stuff, some flat steel, and I'll show you guys what I'm going to be doing with it in a second. But go ahead and measure out about 4 holes on each side of your ROPs, and I'll show you more what that looks like. I've already measured mine, but I'm going to go ahead and cut this, and then I'll show you guys how I'm going to mount this up. All right, we got the 2 pieces cut. I left 3 holes on each side to give us some room to mount the light bars up there. I've got this flat piece of iron. I'm going to cut it and then basically just put the holes through and bolt it down to the top there. So pretty simple little design, but it should make it plenty easy to go ahead and screw the light bars up there. We can also, move these in or out depending on how wide the light bars are. They're supposed to be coming in the mail in like an hour, so I'm gonna wait for them to come and then we'll get this buttoned up. So we had a little bit of problems with the saw. Ended up cutting it with a handsaw, but we just cut these 2 pieces of steel, pretty strong stuff. You want it to be strong so it won't bend. Then I just marked a couple holes, and basically what we're gonna do is on the bottom, oops. Anyway, we're gonna have this basically be a big washer on the bottom. And I'm gonna go ahead and drill these holes out, and then we'll get this bracket mounted. And then all we'll have to do is put the lights on, put some connectors on, and we'll be done. So let's get this cut and drilled. Okay, so once you get your pieces cut and drilled, this is what you should have. I haven't tightened them down yet, but it's pretty simple. It's literally just gonna clamp down and lock these pieces up here into place. Here's the light bars that we have. They just came in the mail. These are just off of Amazon. They're Light brand. I think they were 40 bucks a piece. And they got these little brackets. I did have to get longer bolts. These are the bolts that they give you right here. And as you can see, they're not long enough. There's only like 2 teeth at the bottom. So I had just ran over to Lowe's again, got some longer bolts. Plenty long, and they'll just go down through here. We'll size everything up, clamp these down, and then we'll put the bolts on and then finish everything else up with these wires, just wiring it into what we already did. So let me measure everything, tighten these bolts down, and then we'll get finished up here. Okay, so we're just about done. We've got the 2 light bars, one for the back and one for the front. We've got them tightened down. The last thing we got to do, well, first I have to just crank these guys down a little bit, and then we'll hook up the wires. So we're just about there. I'm just going to tighten these down. Make sure you got everything squared. Obviously, you want them square, with the front lights and everything. And then you also have to angle them, play around a little bit with it. I wanted the back one aimed farther down because I'm going to be working, closer in the back, obviously. The front you can kind of have out in the middle here, but I'm gonna go ahead and crank these guys down, and then we'll just connect all these wires, clean everything up, and we'll be done. Okay, so we're just getting everything finished up. I just wanted to show you, we use these connectors, just little butt connectors here, and clamp them down, heat shrink them. And now I'm just wrapping them up with electrical tape, and then I'm going to zip tie them to the bar here, and once I do that, I'll show you how it looks. We are officially done here. Got everything nice and tied up. looks clean. Quick little synopsis of everything we did. So under here, under the seat, you just connect these here with these little splice connectors, run it up through the ROP system, get some angle iron, basically make just some square clamps that clamp onto the top of your ROP system. Then you'll grab these are the 20-inch lights off of Amazon. They were 40 bucks a piece. All in, I think it was about $150. It was 40 bucks for the iron here, you know, some miscellaneous bolts, and then the wiring and a couple connectors. So for 150 bucks, you have a very secure and bright system. So let's go ahead. It's raining outside, so I'm not going to go out, but real quick, I'll show you in the garage here. So this is all you get factory, which you guys know if you raise your bucket at all, the lights are blocked, and these don't really do anything anyway. You can't see anywhere around the tractor. And all we have to do here is turn on our switch all the way, and there we have it, guys. I mean, look at the difference there. It lights up the whole garage. These things are crazy bright. I can see everything around. I'm gonna test it once it stops raining here, but you guys can see that. There's the front. It lights up, you know, it's gonna light up all around here. And then the one in the back does the same. It's gonna light up all your area here, whatever implement you have behind you. It's I'm pretty pleased with it, guys. It looks pretty cool. So there you have it, guys. You don't have to do any wiring to the battery. And I hope this video helped you guys out, because like I said, there's plenty of videos, but this is just a streamlined video of the easiest way to do this. And I hope it helps some people out. So if it did, go ahead and leave a like and drop a comment. Let me know if there's anything that I could have done to make it easier, or what you guys think about this. But like I said, I'm no pro electrician. You know, I'm sure these pieces aren't perfectly straight, but this is just a good solid way to mount these lights onto your tractor and give you some light. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.